The night before he died, Jesus told the apostles that one of them would betray him. And Judas looked him straight in the face and denied it, then walked out the door and did exactly that. In fact, he had already been paid. Was Judas so blind to his own sinfulness? Was he a sociopath, a pathological liar? Or had he, in the words of Michael Casey, baptized his sins? Had he simply convinced himself that what he was about to do was something other than betrayal? Perhaps he figured it was justice, or maybe he told himself that he was simply speeding up the inevitable. Maybe he figured he was the only honest one among the apostles, or that he was providing Jesus with the motivation he needed to finally do something real. Imagine if Judas had turned to the 12 and admitted what he was about to do. He wouldn't need to rename it. There's a joke that psychiatrists tell one another that goes like this. A man walks into a psychiatrist's office with a fried egg on his head, and he says, "You got to help me, doc. There's something wrong with my brother." Well, I didn't say it was a funny joke. The point of the joke is that it's far easier to identify other people's problems than our own. For my own part, I'm not judgmental. I'm perceptive. I'm not disobedient. I'm realistic. I don't sleep through Mass. I meditate. I don't have a fried egg on my head. It's a hat, a flat, greasy, edible hat. Yet, time is running out. The end is near, as they say, and that's particularly easy to feel right now with this coronavirus on our doorstep. If you spend a moment or two on the internet, it's not long before you come across some prophet of doom who sees this as a sign of the end times. And of course it is. There will be powerful earthquakes and famines and plagues from place to place, and awesome sights and mighty signs will come from the sky. Other folks claim that this is divine retribution for one or another of society's great evils. Of course it is. Sin came into the world through one man, and sin brought death with it. Even if all these things weren't happening, who of us plans to be here in 100 years? I don't plan to be here in 50. And yet, it all comes as a shock anyway. I wonder if that's just because I've been lying to myself for so long. Well, when Easter comes, as it must always, then it will be time to celebrate. For now, though, Lent is drawing to a close. Time to call our sins by their real names.